episode 165, Ego and Vice.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.
Born and raised in South Bay, lower class punk ass, I was Northwood grade. I had it made. Spent my nights drinking with my mates. Just a short bus ride up to PA. Red River Red. Then I hit the wall and I knew I had to bounce. They still say that 19 years ago. Hell, I got the hell out. From time to time you may see me hanging around. Now I feel like a stranger in this town. Crocs and rolls is where I learned to play. Westwood Tavern's where I learned to walk away.
Hey, this is Mike. This is Ego and Vice. This is episode 165. Thanks for coming back. It's been a busy month for Ego and Vice for the podcast. Busy month for me. I launched the Mike and Vic's Southie Stories. I launched the Southwood Stereo podcast. And also, I kept going with the 1 Year Later series. So, 4 podcasts actually, 2 bands, my life in general. It's great. I'm busy. I am happier when I have things to do. So I definitely done that for myself. Anyway, but amongst all that stuff, the original Ego and Vice podcast rolls on. So today we have a guest in Southwood Studio, and Matthew and Stephanie came by. They are 2 members of the band Those Who. And we had a great conversation within the walls of Southwood Studio. And I can't wait for you to hear it. But before that, we're going to play a song from Those Who. It is called Spineless. And then we're going to come back with Matthew and Stephanie. Those Who, right here, Ego and Vice.
You said that you'd come find me in the night.
Okay, we're back. This is Ego and Vice. This is episode 165. As promised in the intro, sitting in Southhood Studio, I have two members of the local band Those Who. I have Stephanie and I have Matthew.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, thank you so much for coming.
Hi.
Thank you for having
Oh,
us.
hello. How is your fall progressing now that it's not California weather in October anymore? It's a lovely, lovely autumn day. What'd you do today?
Today I stared at a computer screen, but over the weekend my son and I collected leaves. It was nice. Like we got on his bike, I got on my scooter, and we went around the neighborhood, picked up a bunch of leaves, and he wanted to make this like arts and crafts stuff that he's been doing in school, but this time at home. So
Raking leaves. I remember that when I was a kid. I
Yeah.
used to rake leaves and jump in a big pile of them, and then my dad would say, "Do you know how many bugs are in there?" And I never did it again.
oh, there's so many.
Ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Stephanie, how was your fall progressing?
My fall is progressing very well. I'm sad that the leaves are disappearing faster than I wish they would.
Mhm.
Because I have a nice view of Gatineau Park from my balcony. So I like to stare at the colors, but never last long enough. My day was good. I just worked really boring office stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like we talked off mic, we have to do the stuff that isn't as exciting as music
Mhm.
to afford to do the stuff that is exciting, like music, like Those Who.
We work to live.
That's
Not
right.
live to work.
So Those Who, I did a little bit of research, my Ego and Vice research, if you will.
Dark web?
Established in 2023.
Correct?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
That's good. I thought
Yeah.
my first fact was wrong.
Because
I don't know.
No,
where
like-
I don't know where you read that.
yeah, it's kind of like a yeah. Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a 5-piece band.
Yes.
With Matthew, you play guitar.
Yes.
Stephanie, you're the lead vocal.
I am.
Plus, you play guitar.
I do.
Okay, like a rhythm guitar.
Yes.
There's Jamie, Benjamin, and Matthew.
Mathieu?
Matthew.
Matthew.
Pardon me. Jamie's drums, Benjamin is bass, and Matthew is guitar. 3 guitars.
Yeah.
How's that work?
I only play in a couple songs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the main kind of setup is like if you're thinking of it when you have headphones on, Mathieu is usually on the left and I'm on the right. And then we do the blending. And Steph, your guitar is middle of the mix. But in July, Mathieu actually left to Montreal.
Yes.
So
So he did.
Yeah.
So my
We
my
actually-
facts are wrong. So you're a 4-piece.
No, actually, he's still active with us.
He left to Montreal at a weird time because we were almost done mixing our album.
Mhm.
So he's still part of the band.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it's a long
we're
distance
also
relationship.
yeah,
It is.
exactly. So he's actively working on finalizing the album. Well, I'm not gonna say it's done, but it's almost done.
What does that even mean? Music being done. What do you mean? Well, this is
yeah.
a shout out to them who can't be here today, but we're really happy that you're here. Before we actually get to Those Who and some of the inner workings like you were just getting to, did you want to give an origin story of your experience in the Ottawa music scene? Like, where did you each individually, how did you get to this point?
Yeah.
You had mentioned earlier, there's a poster on my wall.
There's a Galapagos poster on the wall.
Hey, Adam.
So Matt, you go first because you were part of Those Who before I was.
Yeah, sure. Originally from the States, Indiana, came up to Canada in 2011 to do my master's degree. And I was focusing on music, spirituality, and community. So I was going to shows, doing a bunch of interviews with artists and musicians and like audience members. And then from that, I got to know more about the scene in Ottawa. And then I learned about FetNat and then E-Tron Records crew from that. And then it's super inspiring. They still are inspiring, even though they haven't put anything out. Then I stuck around Ottawa. And over time, I was able to find a friend, Adam Ferris, him and I formed a Galapagos, I think in 2015. And then after that, Jamie, who was now our current drummer in Those Who, was with Galapagos. And Heta was our bassist, and now he's in Toronto. So we started out that band.
Just as a reference,
Yeah.
what we were talking about, so we know, there's a poster on the wall in here in Southwood Studio from November 22nd, 2017 at
Yeah.
House of Targ, where my band Goat played with Galapagos. And we just figured it out that, hey, we played a show together
Yeah.
9 years ago.
Honestly, I still remember it.
I don't remember anything. Not a thing.
Yeah, no, it was a damn good show. Yeah, and it was the first time I ever saw the Fly Downs as well. And
Yeah.
was Alex Hodges part of it as well?
As the bass player back then, I don't think so.
No,
he eventually he's not in the Fly Downs anymore either. He left the Fly Downs.
He's on Post.
Yeah.
Hey
Post
guys.
Dot.
That's right.
Yeah, Post
Or
Dot.
is it dot post? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So after Galapagos.
Yeah, Galapagos, COVID. From that, I started to do a solo project called Lemon Boy. We're all kind of isolated at home. So also, my son was born in August 2020, so I didn't want to make anything too loud. So then I went more electronic, experimental. And once we burst forth into the public world after COVID shutdown, Jamie and I reconnected. He was living outside of Ottawa. Then we started practicing. Bing, bang, boom. We found Mathieu after that because Jamie and Mathieu were in the band The Tackies. And then we were a three-piece. And then Ben arrived because he was living below me in the apartment below. And I just kind of went down, just knocked, busted in his door. I was like, hey, you play bass. Join us. And then from that, we did the voice auditions for you and a bunch of other people. And then I think you enjoyed that situation. You were left hanging for a month, 2 months.
Before you get to the exciting conclusion of the voice auditions, let's back up and talk about Until You Got There. What are your histories of, what is your origin story here in the fine Ottawa music community?
Oh, all right. Well, I'm originally from North Bay, but I moved to Ottawa with my family when I think I was 8 years old. So I lived in Ottawa up until I was 14, did high school here. And I've always been very musical. Both my parents are musicians. My mom's incredible vocalist, and my dad can basically play any instrument he picks up, but
one of them
exceptionally good at guitar, drums. I grew up with the coolest metalhead parents you could ask for. It was just music all the time at home. So I'm just really grateful to have been able to grow up in that environment. So yeah, I've just always been musical. And then halfway through high school, I moved to Sturgeon Falls.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sturgeon Falls.
Is that okay?
We'll allow it.
That's all right.
So I moved there, which is originally where all my distant family's from. Mm-hmm. And there they had, unlike the school I was at in Ottawa, they actually had a really good music program. And I started, my teachers there were encouraging me to start writing music and to perform, and I joined the school band, so we got to do full band performances. I got to sing in front of big crowds for the first time ever, and I just fell in love with it. And I remember I wrote a song, I brought it to my music teacher, and I was like, I don't know if this is any good. And he was like, yeah, this is really good, we're going to perform it with the full band. And he taught it to the whole band, and I performed it in front of a huge crowd. Freaking awesome. So when I moved back to Ottawa for university, I knew that I wanted to do music, but I started just doing solo stuff. I didn't really know a lot of people in the music scene. And I would do open mics and stuff. I started writing my own music, a couple feature acts here and there. And then sure enough, on Instagram one day, a guy that I knew from Sturgeon Falls, Mathieu, he posts on his Instagram that his band is looking for a singer. And I see that and I'm like, that's my dream. That sounds so freaking cool. I want to do that. So I messaged the band and I say send me some of your music. Matt, I think, is the one most of the time I was messaging with, and he sent me the music. So I auditioned by writing lyrics to 2 of their songs, essentially.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
And I came in invested.
I was pretty invested. I really, really wanted it. I told my boyfriend, I was like, this is I have to get this. This is exactly what I want. And so I came in, auditioned with my 2 songs, and they liked it a lot. So that's kind of how I got to be in those 2. And then
actually, so you auditioned. I think you came back one more time, possibly.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we left.
I
We were
did a
just kind
second
of
audition.
We disappeared for a month, and you're like, oh, what are they going to decide on? What are they going to decide on?
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, it was like, hey, come back to the rehearsal. And then when you jumped into the back of the Uber with me, Mathieu, then I think I just turned to you, like face to face, because we were so tightly packed in the back of the Uber. Like, do you want to join the band?
And you remember what I said?
No, I don't remember you.
I said no.
Oh, you did?
and then I laughed, and then
Yeah.
I said yes.
Cool.
But Matt forgot to mention one important thing about that is that during that month where they were ghosting me, Matt kept asking me to write more lyrics to more songs, and I had to tell him, listen, I'm not writing any more lyrics until you guys make a decision, because I was getting attached to these songs, right? But anyway, it all worked out in the end, and it's like a recurring joke now.
Yeah, it was a really nice surprise to see how you responded to the demos that we sent out, and then all of a sudden he came back with his melodies and came back, and they were very well thought out for the melodies, and like it was, you honored the song really well, and you just showed a lot of investment right off the bat.
That's good. Yeah, some things just happen in a weird way, or you know what I mean. And preparation is key for anything. You know what I mean, like, because it separates you from the person who doesn't. You know what I mean? Who just shows up and says, "Well, let's just wing it," right? But
yeah, you notice it.
You're prepared for sure.
No, but like I definitely noticed. Maybe it doesn't have to be part of the podcast, but like there were people that came into audition, and we gave them actually the answers to the test. It's like, this is exactly what you can play for the guitar, because we just wanted to see how they blended for tone, how they blended for all this stuff, and just didn't really.
Yeah, I can see. Well, bass players are one thing and singers are another, right? Like, the singer is the voice of your band. It's like so you have to be a little bit more picky than, or I shouldn't even say picky. You have to be more certain.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
if you find somebody that you can gel with and the voice is what you're looking for, imagined it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always been the singer, so I've never had to look for one. So, cool, man. So as you got together, everybody gelled, the chemistry was right. You started rehearsing. I have a February 22nd live on Elgin,
Those
2024.
Yeah.
Was that the first show?
It was our first
Yeah.
show.
You joined October 2023, and we were a complete group.
Yeah.
And then February rolls around, and we had a show with Delonia and Great Hunter.
And the Great Hunter. Yeah.
How did the day of that show, the build up to it, the first show of a new band, and how did the show go? Explain the day to me.
How did you feel? It was your first band.
It was my first band, my first show with the band. It was an awesome day. I remember just being so blown away by the sense of community that I got that night, which is something I had never experienced before. I mean, maybe slightly doing open mics and stuff like that, you get to meet people, but it was just a completely different dynamic that I had never experienced before, sharing a bill with other bands and just kind of all getting to know each other and talking about music and supporting each other, like seeing the other bands like in the crowd while we're playing and cheering us on and trying to get the crowd going. Like, it was just amazing. I remember the guys from Delonia were just so freaking cool, and I would love to do a show with them again, actually.
Yeah.
It was incredible. I wasn't too nervous. I don't know why. I think I was just surrounded with good people, to the point where I didn't feel nervous, because I'm like, you know what, it's our first show. If it doesn't go well, like, at least I had a really good time with my friends, you know?
Yeah.
And also, like, we set the tone for bringing people into the band, because I think one of the posts was like, the first one was, "Are you kind?" We don't want any assholes in the band. It's like, "Are you kind?" And then a couple other dots underneath that of kind of prerequisites. But like, first thing, we just wanted to make sure that everyone that comes to the band is just genuinely kind.
Well,
and considerate. So that's good.
That's probably a good thing to hope for.
Yeah.
You don't want
you vet hard for that.
But you never
kindness.
know. Music is funny, eh? It builds a lot of like false ego, and it builds a lot of like expectation or entitlement, depending if you bring in this guitar player who just thinks he's, I've always said, and I've said this 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, I'd rather have somebody who's good on guitar but is an awesome person than the other way around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I completely agree.
yeah, so show days are the best. Like, that's just the anticipation of it, the build up. You're just hanging out with the other bands. You do your little line check, your sound check. You watch the other bands, and then you wait for your turn. Or if you're first, you open the night.
Yeah.
And it's just it's the best thing ever. You know what I mean?
And, and a little bit to go off on what you were talking about for the open mics. That was a little bit of a tangent from the original question. But for me, it was really important because after COVID, like I'm 38. I was outside of the music scene since Galapagos broke up in 2018. So after COVID, I felt like I was like, what is the Ottawa scene? What does it sound like? What are the genres blended within it? Who's very prominent in it? Who's not? Who's up and coming? So on and so forth. So when we were looking for a singer, we were going to some of the open mics. And so that's where I met Abijah. And then that's where I met Vic for the first time as well, who you do podcasts with now. And
the Vickler.
The Vickler, yes.
Shout out to the Vickler.
Shout out to Vic.
Who also did an amazing show with us for Next Level at Brass Monkey. And they killed it.
She
they killed
kicks
it.
ass every
Yeah.
time.
She is, she's the best.
Yeah. And it's just really cool just to get reacquainted with Ottawa and the scene and see where my place could be, who I gelled with, who I didn't, who inspired me creatively. And if there's anyone that was like a guitarist or a singer that really could possibly fit within the band, I shamelessly just went up to them and said, hey, are you interested? Yes, no, great. Won't take it personally if you say no. At least I tried. And like everyone
Tried not to take it personally?
No, sorry. Yeah, I did not take it personally.
Oh, I see.
No. It's like, how dare you say no to me?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? I don't know who I am in this place. Yeah. But it was just cool just to get reacquainted with the scene. And again, just to see where my place could be. And
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
But,
and like what I could contribute as well.
Yeah, that's great. I understand that for sure. And out of COVID was a hell of a thing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of amazing bands came out of COVID. We lost a lot of bands from COVID. We had a lot of resurgent bands that who just took a big hiatus and then came back stronger. You know. But looking to fit somewhere, just force your way in.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
This is my band. This is what we play, and like it or don't like it, this is what we're gonna do.
And that's exactly what happened too, which was nice because once we formed in October, we just put songs out. Like we still have maybe 40 or so songs that are sitting in the back burner for us to work on for future albums. And we're like, all right, this is what we want to do. Bing, bang, boom. Let's work on an album. Let's work on an EP. Let's work on whatever, and just put exactly what we want for our music to be into the city.
And speaking of that, making music. So Acupuncture, the new single, was released.
November 1st.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And let's play it now.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Let's let the good listener of Ego and Vice hear the new single. Would you like to introduce it?
I would love to introduce it. This song was written about finding a voice in a difficult situation, I guess. The song's Acupuncture.
By Those Who, right here on Ego and Vice.
Thief of innocence, pirate of joy. Pour the dirt into clean hands, misuse your old toys. Days aren't always sunny, nights aren't always calm. Evil takes many forms, like thunderstorms and black swans. When the night is dark, when we swim with sharks, we may shut down for a moment. When ghosts whisper in the silence, when you're caught up in the violence, you may feel frozen. Need to save yourself, escape from hell. Can't let it pierce through. Need to save myself, escape this hell. Feels like needles in my skin. wasn't always fun, and I may feel like a disappointment when all there's left to do is let go and run. Feels like needles in my skin, and I'm still breathing in. And although I am wearing thin, I'll pull the pin. Such a relief, just a little taste of peace, and I feel alive for the first time in my life. Oh, decision maker, I chose to decide today. You took your own side, and I took mine. Feels like needles in my skin, and I'm still breathing in. And although you got me deep within, I pulled the pin. Like needles in my skin, and I'm still breathing in. Just when you thought you'd win, I pulled the pin. I pulled the pin. I pulled the pin.
So after that Live on Elgin show, that first one, you have been pretty busy. Went back, I saw that you played Cafe de Cuff. Rest in peace, Cafe de Cuff.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
It's a shame. You know, we've lost a lot of venues in this town. Ever since I've moved into this town, we've lost them, and it's sad because I thought Cafe de Cuff, because it was just, anyway.
And I think they upgraded their stage as well post COVID.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
because it used to be in the corner.
It was awesome in there. The lights were
Yeah.
awesome.
I have a
Everything was-
ton of history with Cafe de Cuff that is an entire podcast in itself. But anyway, we'll go on down the line. The Rainbow, the Tap Room, Smith Falls.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
All right,
That was the first
Avant-Garde.
3-hour set too with Smith Falls.
Oh boy, next
Yeah.
level fest. The Dom.
Yeah.
Love the Dom.
Mm-hmm.
How did the shows progress as you from the first show going on and on over the course of the year or 2 years you've been together?
I got a cool observation on that one. What's been really cool is seeing how Steph has progressed on doing set lists and getting the pacing of it. Like you spend an entire day, like a week or two before the show, and you go like, all right, this is what it's going to be. This is the pacing. This is how yada, yada, yada. We're going to go about this. And it's been really cool to see that progression of what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you that, but it's been really cool to,
No, you haven't.
watch.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
No, for sure.
You heard it here.
Yeah,
you heard it here first.
Matthew hyped someone up.
No, that's not what I was expecting you to say. I was expecting so many other compliments, but not that one. I think the progress throughout each show that we've done, I'm going to speak from personal experience. I've learned something new, and I've gotten so much more comfortable on stage with every show. But I always learn something like, for example, we did a set where we have 2 slow songs, and we did them separately, and then we did one slow song, then we did some more upbeat songs, then we did another slow song, and we noticed that the crowd kind of like died a little bit by the end. So the next show after, we're like, hey, we'll keep the slow songs together, and then like just like little things like that just things that you notice could be better, and every single time you try to improve it slightly, little things. That's that's kind of been my experience. Just every show has been, well, first of all, every show has been just so much fun.
Well, there is a bit of a technique and an art to it, and it's not just writing down a set list, it's performing the set list.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, it's just it is a performance art, and you can tell people that play live that they probably you probably see the exact same thing in rehearsal, where it's just that's the way they do it. And there's that old saying, and I don't know, I find I repeat myself with these things, but they always kind of fit, where it's like you spend 2 years writing and recording a record, and then some bands take 15 minutes to prepare to perform it.
Yeah.
It's like there's a bit of a disparity in the time and effort, right? So if you take your set list and you try to build like a performance, so like even if you link songs, this one ends in F and this one starts in F, something like that. Let's do a little something in between. Let's do our talk. And it's also very entertaining for the audience, right? It's not that weird dead air like, just got a tune here. Dude, you still have to do that shit, but as long as it's not always that, right?
Just do the stupid, like, this is the tuning song. It's like,
And I think if you can get that down and you understand like how your music is going to flow, it will definitely be noticed by the people that are out there watching it. And I think it separates. There's 4 bands on the night. That will separate from the others, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that was very polished. It was very pro.
Yeah.
I saw
and that's important.
I saw something today. It's funny we're talking about this. I forget where I saw this, but someone was saying, if you're just going up on stage and you're just playing songs the way that they're played, that's not a show. That's a recital.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just
it's a recital. So, and then he said, "Show me something." It's a show. Show me something. Like anything that's not just playing the songs exactly the way they're played on the record.
Be like Gigi Allen, just throw shit in the crowd.
Yeah, shit on the stage and rub your face in it, then throw it out.
Yeah, there you go. Anything.
Don't do that.
That's the next stage.
No one ever. Well, you can do what you want, but I'm not going to be at that show. Here's another thing about live performance. Like, yes, I agree with that. You know, you don't have to go too left when it comes to like, too left down the road when it's like someone comes to hear your song they like, and you take this big different interpretation of it, and they're like, well, that didn't really sound like the song I hoped it would be.
Yeah.
But have some fun with it as long as the main parts are there. But a huge thing is the in-between song banter. And it seems weird to actually script something out that you're going to say. But make sure you know what you're going to say and you're not just kind of mumbling, talking to like the guitar player, like, it's just, that's just so off-putting. Like, know what you're going to say. You don't have to say it the same way, or it doesn't have to be like verbatim, but you can just be like very confident and very like, brah. And it's very, I respond to stuff like that. So being a front person, this is just my little tidbits, especially since this is your...
I know that one thing has been really important for me. I think I said it, I think one of our first shows, I think it was the very first show with Delonia and Grey Hunter, we did a little hype meeting before we went on stage, like, hey guys, we did this, and what we're doing is fantastic, and then we would remind each other of different parts of our set list, and then we kind of went on with full energy. But I know that one thing I personally keep in mind is that I want to make my presence known, just personally, like, this is the music we're doing. I want to make everything that we're doing known from that night into someone's memory, and to make sure that the songs hit really hard, that they're super honest, and they hit the mark pretty much. And so every time I go on stage, again, I speak personally, I just want to make a mark at that night. So I don't want to go in and just kind of stand there and play. As anyone that's like seen me play, I think my hips loosen up and I just kind of like dance everywhere. And
we're kind of known for having a very dancey guitar player. Matt likes to really let loose on stage.
Well, it's energy that can be transferred, right?
Yeah, it's amazing because everybody will come up to me after the show and be like, oh, I love watching Matt play. It's so cool. He gets so into it. And just like little things like that, people won't forget it.
Hey, if it's genuine, people will identify with it, or they'll feel the energy from it, right?
Yeah. But it's like, I just want to make sure that everything that we do is just, it makes a mark. So if we have a show, we're not going to go in and just phone it in.
That's right. Well, as long as you're all on the same page and it's all like, you know,
Page 37. We're on page 37 together.
So as the album is being written, what is you had mentioned that Matthew brought. What was the song called? Sorry.
Oh yeah, acupuncture. So that was.
So Sorry, I just want to do that again.
Yeah.
So as the songs are being written, you mentioned that Matthew brought acupuncture. How does the songwriting actually work in the band?
You want to go?
Yeah. I'll speak on this. So my experience when I joined the band was there was a lot of instrumental, either full songs or ideas that were in a Google Drive.
My famous Google Drive.
And the band was like, pick whatever you want out of there and write something over it if you can. If not, like, you know, we'll workshop it together. And so that's kind of what I did. I went through that drive and found some song. I know there was definitely some like preferred songs, some like that you guys specifically wanted to work on, but instrumental tracks, I wrote lyrics over them and then sent, like, kind of just recorded it on my phone because now I kind of have a better recording setup that I'm still learning how to use.
the phone memo or the voice recorder is the most used thing in music.
Oh my God.
I love it
It's
so much.
amazing.
It's the greatest tool that's ever been invented.
Like,
It really is.
When I'm practicing piano and a melody kind of comes out from that, even just doing scales, and then a melody kind of forms from that ether of just going through the motions, then you just press record, put it in, and then see how you can transfer it to another instrument, another texture, another, like, all these things.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's like taking notes. It's just like, so you don't forget, you completely forget it if you don't. I'll be driving and I'll think of something, even just like a rhythm or something like that, and you'll hear when I play it back later, and you'll hear like the cars, the wind from the shit, but I'll be like, da, da, ba, da, da, da. And I'm not going to use that file.
Yeah.
But if I didn't do that when I came home, I'd be like, what was that fucking thing I was doing?
Yeah.
Right? So it's perfect for those kind of things.
Yeah. No,
just ideas. It's like a sketch pad. It's just
I record everything. All my ideas are in my voice memos and in my notes. Like, I write a lot of little literally like the shortest lyric, but I'm like, oh, but that could be something. And then like,
absolutely, you build
and then I'm looking through my notes and I'm like,
songwriting is I find songwriting is one of my favorite things to talk about because everybody kind of does their own thing. Yet it all kind of is the same in the end. You know what I mean? It's like the big ball of songwriting, and I don't know. I think it's really interesting. I guess you have a collaborative way then, saying that everybody brings a little bit of something.
Well, what we've done so far, you brought in a couple of songs for consideration. Jamie brings in some songs, but next thing you know, maybe he's like, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to those for myself, just for his own projects and whatnot. But a lot of the songs Mathieu and I would bring in. And then we would workshop it in practices. And as you said, like, I could talk about creativity all fucking night. It's just so fun to see how people go about adding their parts. Do they want to do it at home? Do they want to? What kind of mindset do they need to be in? Do they need to be in a collaborative effort while in the practice space? And just seeing like how Mathieu would respond to a song that he brought or I brought, and how you would respond to a melody, and then how Jamie would not only respond to the song but respond to the rhythm of Mathieu by putting stuff on his drums. And it's super cool to see that.
Yeah, the chemistry of it. Yeah, how it all lands together. I guess my point, what I was trying to get at too, is just like there's usually a dynamic in a band. There's some, like in my band, I like to write the song at home.
Yeah.
And then I bring it in and I have ideas of parts, and then the other band members kind of put their spin on it.
Yeah.
To a degree, but there's a limit for me. Like, I'll be like, it's too much. That doesn't work. That doesn't fit. And everyone has that understanding. Some bands basically just like, let's do this all together. Yeah. So you guys are good that way.
I bring in a lot of almost complete songs. Like, most of the time I have the skeleton of the song with the chords, and then a guitar on the left and right for stereo. So that way those parts and those melodies are fleshed out. And then I bring it in. I don't have any ideas for drums. I don't have any ideas for bass unless like it's a rare moment, or maybe there might be a melody for vocals that I bring in. But then you take everything over for vocals, and then we kind of recommend things to one another. But like, there's a lot of times where I just come in with a song and it's done.
Yeah.
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 And it's just what else do we want to add to this world to make it us?
Yeah. Throughout my career, I guess we'll call it, or throughout my life, I always find that it's like there has to be some sort of skeleton. I've never been a musician that can just start on a chord and just build a song from zero. It's just, I find that just infuriating, and I don't have the patience to do that.
It's tough for me too.
Yeah. Do you write all the lyrics, or do you?
I've written all the lyrics so far,
Okay.
but there are potential songs we'll be working on in the future where some members have written lyrics.
Yeah.
Up until now, I've written them all, and I when I write my lyrics, I know exactly what I want to do with the vocals. I'm like, oh, I might want to just go like, like scream at this part, or like a really soft here. But in terms of the instrumental portion of it, I don't have much to contribute. I'm when I write songs, even for like my solo music, it's very much like simple chords and lyrics. So that's why it's so great to have these guys that are so musically talented, and they add so much to the songs. We can bring in a song for band practice and finish it that day. Just the creativity that happens during our full band practices is to me, it's really incredible. So that's one thing about me and my writing process that I will mention. If you name the song something, if it's an instrumental song named The Orange Sofa, I like to challenge myself and write a song about either about the orange sofa, or it incorporates something about an orange sofa.
Yeah, I have a friend. That's an actual strategy. I have a friend who that's how he writes songs. He'll find a song title and he'll build off that.
And that's actually become a thing that people we do this at every show. Before we play one of our songs called Fixated, I say this song is written about a fat cat named George, and people tend to comment on it. So
because about a fat
I keep
cat
doing it.
Like originally it was about a fat cat named George, and then you expanded it upon, I think, your own.
Yeah, I wrote it through
story.
the lens of a fat cat named George.
So being the lyricist, on average, I guess throughout the catalog of those two, what are you writing about? Like, what are you saying?
So our first album that we'll be releasing this year is called Solace. And the reason we went with Solace, I had kind of given a lot of thought as to where the lyrics for all these songs came from. And it came from a place of, when I joined this band, I wanted to challenge myself and write about things that kind of scared me that were scary for me to write about. So feelings of insecurity and fear and annoyance, like just things that I don't really talk about, that I've kind of kept to myself. And and as a songwriter, I've written songs for my solo music stuff, and it's always been about like just relationships and romance and things like that, which is, to me, was like the easy route, something really easy for me to write about. And that was what I told myself I wanted to do with this band, is write about the stuff that's a little bit tougher to write about.
Yeah,
that's good.
And you came through really well for that.
Yeah, thank you. And so each song is written about a feeling that I had, and I might have not written it through my own lens. I might have written it through a character or through a specific incident, but it was always rooted in a feeling I had that normally I would not express to anyone.
It's good. It's very brave.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where did you record the album? Or where are you recording it? I guess you said it's
same
still
place.
in the process.
Same place as Class of '91, Little Bullhorn.
Oh, Bullhorn, Dave Draves.
With Dave Draves.
Yeah. We've known Dave for a long time. Well, I shouldn't say we're like friends or anything, but I recorded there 20 years ago. God, it was a long time ago.
It's still damn comfortable in there. It's so nice.
Yeah.
And it's just as eclectic with all the Matador themed artwork around there. And
so different songs on the album were recorded in different places, which is interesting. We also recorded a few of the songs at Raven Street.
They've been very generous with
alongside the Terra student program.
their time.
They were incredible at just helping us out, making those songs into what they are now.
Yeah. It was really cool just to go through that process. Like, I reached out to them and said, hey, like, we're looking to record. And I think I think I was aware that there was a class that they teach production there.
Yeah.
And then they said, actually, we're looking for a band to practice on. And you would get access to the studio, you'd be able to meet the class and get to watch them learn and see how they warped your song and recorded it. And we were there once a week for a month. And
So-
we were able to just to experience the entire process of the class. And it was really cool. Like, we're super grateful that we got the opportunity.
Cool. So they were recorded engineered at 2 different places. You're gonna have them all mixed and mastered by Dave.
So
from Bullhorn.
No.
So we did
Oh.
recordings, a couple of them by ourselves, and a couple of them with Raven Street, and then the rest of them with Dave Draves, and then we reached out to Bova Sounds to do the mastering.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So it'll all sound like it's a record.
and you know what?
Yes.
It all sounds like it's a
Yeah.
record.
That's
It sounds very
That's
good.
always a good thing.
Yeah, it sounds very
They
good.
were all mixed by Mathieu.
Oh,
Yes.
There
Yeah.
you go.
We miss him.
He's a Renaissance
Very
man.
dearly.
Yeah, that's great. So that's December 13th. Solace.
Yeah.
Soulless. So we're looking forward to that for sure. And you have on October 25th at Live on Elgin an upcoming show. And also on November 28th at the Rainbow.
Yes.
Are you going to have a... why December 13th? Why not November 28th?
So
So we picked December 13th because we're going to be doing an album release show
Oh, okay.
same day as the release of the album.
on that day. And it was really important to us to make sure that everyone who's kind of been through this musical journey with us is able to attend this.
Is that a secret
show.
show for now? Or are you going to announce that down the road? Or?
Down the road, we haven't solidified everyone that's going to be on the bill or
Yeah.
any other extra things we're going to add to it. But definitely December 13th.
The date is solidified.
Yeah. And the
The
album
venue
release.
is solidified.
Yes. And it'll be at Live on Elgin. John his name pops up in a lot of your podcasts just because he's an amazing resource and
I
for
noticed that-
everyone here. And
I noticed you had a lot of history at Live on Elgin, you guys. So
yeah, it's very special. It's like we did our first show at Live on Elgin, and we're going to end that journey of album 1 at Live on Elgin with a lot of people that have been part of the musical journey with us, be it in the band or other. Yeah, I won't say too much, but it's going to be a very, very open-hearted night, and
Cool.
I'm
that
excited.
is December 13th, the album release party for Solace at Live on Elgin. For those who, what does 2026 have in store? What are your goals and aspirations?
Oh, buddy!
Album,
man.
album 2.
Yeah, we're starting to work on album 2 already.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yep. Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, like there's 40 or so songs kind of sitting in the drive, and then next thing you know, we just pluck more out and say like, oh, this inspires me now. Let's dive into it. So we're already starting to record. We already started recording one song. 2 of the songs we recorded for album 1 are going to be album 2 with Dave again at the helm.
Mm-hmm.
So those are recorded. We just got to mix and master them.
We're hoping that 2026 will be it's the first year that we'll actually have music released. So we're hoping that to do more shows, to have more
Festivals.
people know our music at our shows and festivals. We would love to do more festivals in 2026.
Sweet. Okay, so we're going to just do some quick shout-outs and some thank yous that you have, and then we're going to play 13 questions with the band. My rapid question game.
Cool.
So, some quick shout-outs and thank yous. From those who to those who.
Oh, quick shout outs and thank yous. Oh my goodness. Shout out to my parents, my mom and dad, for allowing me to grow up in a world of music since the very age of no years old.
Yeah, mom and dad.
And shout out to my boyfriend Jake, who is currently filling in for Mathieu since he's moved to Montreal. He's awesome guitar player, and just a great addition to. He's not in the band, but he's an honorary member. So shout out to him. We love you, Jake. And shout out to every
What do you got? What's
person who has contributed to our music journey in any way, whether that be someone who works at a venue, someone who comes to a show, buys a ticket, buys a sticker, buys a pic, photographers.
Oh my God.
Anyone
Yeah.
who's taken pictures of us and contributed to our social medias.
And just like kind of helped us figure out our aesthetics too. Like it's been really cool to see how someone is going to view our performance through their lens, be it
And podcasters.
digital or
Sorry.
yeah. Shout out to you.
Shout out to podcasters everywhere.
Okay. Great. So I have a rapid question game called 13 Questions with the Band.
We got rapid answers.
Cool.
Time for 13 questions with the band. Yes, this segment's back again. It's called 13 questions, but I only asked 6, maybe 5.
What was the first or last physical music you bought? Whether it be a record or a CD or a tape or whatever. You can choose what you want.
Nora Jones, Come Away With Me.
Cool. Stephanie?
I really don't remember. I feel terrible.
Can you make something up
I
Deftones?
bought
for the
a
game's sake?
I bought a t-shirt from All Bark No Bite.
Did it play music?
It didn't.
All right, next question. What was the first live concert you can remember seeing?
Garth Brooks.
All right. Stephanie?
Britney Spears, I think.
You saw her?
Yeah. I think it must have been 2010 or 11.
I love Britney.
It was in Ottawa at the Canadian Tire Center, but it wasn't the Canadian Tire Center back then. It was called something else.
I think her music sucks, but I just like
Yeah.
I just like Britney the person.
Yeah.
I find her completely interesting, and I feel bad for her.
It was the
Yep,
it
I'm
was the
with you.
circus tour though, so there's a lot of theatrics. It was pretty cool.
Cool. Next question. What was the last live show you went to, whether it be local or a big show?
The last show I went to was System of a Down in Toronto with Deftones
Yes, you
and
did.
Polyphia.
Good one?
Incredible, life-changing.
I'll
I
bet.
was crying.
Well, that's a good thing.
Adam Ferris and I went to go see Finger 11 because we got free tickets to
Sweet.
go. And it was good.
Good.
It was nice just to get out and get sweaty with everyone.
Good. If those who could open for any band or artist, who would it be?
Tool.
Nice.
Radiohead.
Nice.
You want to fight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever asked anyone for an autograph? And who was it?
Absolutely, Lights. I'm
You love her.
I'm a huge fan of Lights. I've met her backstage at one of her shows. She is a Northern Ontario girly, just like me. Absolutely love everything that she does, all her music, her comic books. I own everything, and I do have a signed comic book.
She does comic books.
Yeah.
Cool. I know for me it was I didn't ask, but I was able to get a purchase of one of Johnny Greenwood's collaborative records that came out last year, and so he signed that, and it sleeps next to me, and there's drool spots when I sleep next to it.
Gross.
Yep.
Has
Yep.
anyone ever
Secret.
asked you for an autograph?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually. Yeah, we had.
How'd you feel about that?
Oh, we had an amazing show for the Chinatown night market during the summer, and there were at least 2 audience members that came up to me and asked for an autograph, and it was interesting. Like, it was a new experience for me, so I didn't really know how to process it. Oh yeah, rapid fire. Yeah, Chinatown night market. 2 people asked for my autograph, and I was excited.
Cool. Those Who, the movie. Who would you like to play you?
That's a tough one to answer, like, rapid fire.
Why?
Maybe, like, off the top of my head, like, Miley Cyrus.
There you go.
Some people say I look like Chris Martin.
You do look like Chris.
Yeah, that'd
Okay,
work.
we'll do that.
Is he an actor? Close enough.
Yeah,
enough.
performer.
Okay, a couple more questions. If each of you could have like a drink or a meal with any artist, live or dead, who would it be? Individually.
I think I'll go back to Johnny Greenwood. Just everything he's done for Radiohead, his orchestral works, his soundtracks, and just to dive into his brain. And he's very inspiring for me.
Nice. Stephanie?
Mine would probably be Serge Tankian from System of a Down.
My drummer is a huge System of a Down fan, so.
Yeah, I grew up listening to System of a Down since I was a baby, and got their lyrics tatted on me. Just absolutely obsessed,
Awesome.
especially the lyricism, which is why Serge would be incredible to sit down with.
Very last question, which is kind of fun. Who is Those Who?
We're just like a jumbled up mess of people and genres and influences that kind of work together in a nice way.
We are a patchwork quilt blanket that keeps those that listen to us warm.
Well, you can't really top that one. So I want to thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
And I want to wish you nothing but the best in the future. Good luck with Solace.
Thank you.
Good luck with the shows October 25th at Live in Elgin, November 28th at the Rainbow, and the record release December 13th at Live in Elgin.
Yeah.
Accompanying acts, TBA.
Yeah.
Okay. Any final words?
Thank you so much for having us.
You're
This
welcome.
was
so much.
awesome.
No problem.
Thank you, Thomas.
Oh, yeah, he's Thomas the Wonder Boy. He knows that. Everyone knows who that guy is.
Oh,
Okay.
Thomas.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You can take away my pride. You can leave me stranded. You can make me cry. You can say you love me and convince me it's not a lie. You can walk away with no goodbye. Lead me to a place of darkness. Cut my wings so I can never fly. To feel better, you can use me, but you'll never take my heart. You can play games with my head. You can whisper cruelty in my ears. You can come back one day and tell me that you miss me. You could take advantage of my fears. Leave me at my lowest. When all my purpose disappears. To feel better, you can bet against me, but you'll never take my heart. You can't unlaugh at my jokes. You can't erase what I did for you. You can't get back the time you spent on me. You can't make your last true. To feel better, you can use me, but you'll never weaken my heart.
Hey, that's it for episode 165. I'd like to thank Matthew and Stephanie from Those Who for swinging by Southwood Studio. Good conversation. Enjoyed learning about Those Who. Check them out. If you want to get a hold of me, you can always reach me at egoandvice@gmail.com. If you want to check out any of the podcasts, you can go to egoandvicepodcast.com. That is the original Ego and Vice, Mike and Vic's Southie Stories, the Southwood Stereo, and the 1 Year Later series. It's all there for you. If you want your music on the Southwood Stereo, an Ego and Vice podcast, just send us a message at egoandvice@gmail.com, and we will play your band on the show. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you so much for coming by, and we will see you down the road. See you.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.